Hello and welcome back to Airbrush Ways. In this short video I'm just going to go through how to make an extended trigger. So you can buy these. This is off the Iwata HPBH. You can buy these with already an extended bar so they sit higher. Obviously the higher they sit, so long as they're not ridiculously high, the easier it is for you to control the movement of that trigger when it's on the airbrush. So what I've done is I've devised a way of making my own extended trigger, and to be honest with you, I find it really comfy and it definitely seems to make a difference to your control of the airbrush. And basically this is what you're going to need. I always save the packaging from anything that comes in the post, so this is like a rubber sponge kind of stuff. It's quite forgiving and yet hard enough to stay in one form even when it's been pushed around. So first thing we do is we cut a piece of that off, and if I just put that to one side, there's a piece that I've just cut off the end of there. So that would have been on there. Cut it off with the craft knife, and what I'm going to do now is just shape it so it fits on the top of this trigger. So we start off, first off I'm going to say, well, obviously I don't want it that big, so I'll cut it down to about that size and we can get rid of that little piece. And then what I'm also going to do is just get rid of those corners. So if I can just cut down each corner. If you wanted to, you could also just get a little piece of sandpaper and sandpaper these edges so that you get an almost round piece. Okay, so that's those pieces gone. So now we've got this like a round piece of sponge. So all I need to do now is get the trigger, some super glue. I just put a dab onto the piece of sponge and then put that on top of the trigger, hold it there. It doesn't take long for the super glue to go off, and then once it's glued into place, and this is where we have one already prepared, once we've got the thing glued into place, I can then use that on the airbrush. So if we just get this one actually came off this HPCH, so if I get this thing now, just pull the trigger back, put that in there, close it down, and now I have a trigger that's higher. It's sponge, so it's easier for me to just hold on to that, and I get a lot more control out of that than I would do if I was just on the trigger itself. So I've done this on some of the Iwatas, so that one needs to be done and glued in with that for the HPBH. I've also done it with some of the badges. So I have two 2020 Sotas and this Renegade Chrome, which I've just done exactly the same thing, fit the piece of sponge on top there. It makes life so much easier. So there's just a quick hack, a quick thing that you could think of if you want to extend the trigger length, if you don't want to go and buy from Iwata or from Badger. Okay, so I'm Jack and this is Airbrush Ways. If you like the stuff I'm doing, then give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, the icon of the bell at the side of the subscribe button, which will notify you when we do another video. that's just a quick one, and definitely a great tip. And most of my airbrushes now have that little piece of sponge on the top. Okay, thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. Bye.